The following podcast is recorded and produced by Emerge, a media creators co-op, in affiliation with the network at bicbp-radio.com.
Hello.
Welcome back.
I'm Mariana,
And I am Brittany.
and this is an A&B Conversation.
Woohoo!
Welcome to season 2, our friends.
Obviously. It's
Yeah,
Season 2.
season 2. We have a switch up,
Right.
a new set,
Right. It's getting bigger, better.
elevation.
Elevation.
Like you
for
said,
sure.
season 1 we crawled, season 2 we're walking. Stumbling a little bit, but
Fail.
we're here.
Right.
We're doing it.
Usually like
Yeah.
fall, but whatever.
That's it. Yeah. Shout out to everybody that came to the podcast party to help us wrap up season 1. We had a ball. We cried. We laughed. We got drunk.
No, we did cry. That was weird as hell. But
That is not on brand for us. Like, even worse is so many people have that video of me crying, and I'm like, I will fucking block everybody.
Me too.
Like,
I'm like,
but it took you a minute. I was crying off rip. You
No,
started
yeah.
seeing the clips of all of us
I
and
was
just our
like,
evolution.
damn.
I looked over, you were crying, and I was like, I won't be joining.
oh my
I did
God.
mine.
I said, what the fuck is this?
I gotcha. I mean, just me like telling them thank you who just put me
Down
the
in
tears.
dumps.
And then yours, it was just that compilation
It's like,
video.
what the fuck?
All those
we
that-
really do a lot. We really being on this bitch.
Yeah.
Being this bitch talking.
Chatting the fuck up. Which
Yeah, that's
is even
crazy.
funnier because, like, before the podcast, our FaceTimes were 2-3 hours
For-
of this shit.
Nothing. We're like, maybe we should put this on camera.
It was just like we just didn't have the best. We actually look crazy. It's like us with like no makeup, buns up. Like you're in the kitchen, I'm in my bed. We're both in comfies, like ranting. We're ripping and rolling.
Right. Now we just do that.
For
every
you guys.
Wednesday.
Exactly.
That's funny.
Yeah, but
right.
and also
Period.
fuck everybody that said they were coming and didn't come. I cannot stand that.
'Cause that was weird.
Bad party manners,
No,
bad etiquette.
right.
People clearly didn't raise you.
Right. Damn. We should.
Because
I'm glad we didn't hit that VIP because I'd have been pissed.
Pissed,
Like, damn.
rude.
Right. Y'all look at me and buy food.
Oh. Oh.
We did have tequila, so sucks to suck.
Yeah. Tequila, wine. There were hard seltzers. There was cake,
There
candy.
was drinks.
There were
was
drinks.
Cake.
There was.
That was a good cake.
It
though.
was, and it was so cute.
It was. I
Yeah.
was literally getting people cake with the cup because we forgot.
We forgot
our silverware.
knives. Yeah.
Right. I'm like,
Cutlery.
here, take your cup of cake.
I took the leftover cake to a bar and people were like, "Congratulations on your birthday!" And I was like, "Yeah,
Thank you
it's
so much.
our podcast birthday. Like, sure, it's our 1-year anniversary. Same
Thank
shit."
you so
I just
much.
couldn't correct it.
No, whatever.
Yeah.
Somebody's birthday.
Yeah.
It's our pod's birthday.
Season 2,
Period.
first episode off the rip.
I know.
Time heals all, or does it?
That's a question.
Are you healing from anything current?
No, I'm not healing from anything. I feel like everything that I've needed to heal from, I've done.
You did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a pretty fast healer. Like,
Yeah.
I really
Move on.
listen. I'm gonna cry about it. I'm gonna talk about it, and I might rant about it a little bit. But once it's over,
You're not a dweller.
You're
You're not a dweller. Yeah.
Right, unless it's my stinking ass baby daddy.
And that's
I'm
like
gonna say
ripping
that
a
a couple
Band-Aid off
times.
every time. Yeah.
I hate that. But, I really get over it because I'm like, you know what? You're not going to take up my space. You're not going to take
No.
up my energy. Me being mad at you is going to do more to me than it is you. You don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to tell you because I'm mad.
And it's like, if I have
like,
to tell you, it's like, you knew. You're grown. You knew.
Right.
So,
like, I'm over it. I'm over
Yeah.
it. I'll talk about it to you if we can have a discussion. But if we can't, then we just can't.
That's pointless.
It's just over.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Period. What about you?
Oh, always. I'm always healing from some of my own decisions or just I really have like come to the realization some of the relationships in my life like really hinder the fuck out of me.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely healing from those. I mean, my ex is back to in my life to an extent. Like we're working on just trying to be cool and cordial. That shit is not going cool and cordial. So
usually doesn't.
it
right.
doesn't. Like I don't know why I do this, trying to like be a mature version of myself and like us. No, yeah, it's been a little traumatic. And
right.
But to, like, I just, every phase of life, I learned so much. So I'm like, I'm down for, like, something to hurt so I can heal, so I can learn. Like, I love learning. Like, I'm down to, so that's life. Like, I'm down for that journey.
Right.
God willing, I get extra of it, a little more of it. Like, yeah. Do you think time heals all?
I think time heals some.
Mm-hmm.
I think time heals some. I think time heals majority of a lot of things, for sure. But I don't think that time heals all. Like,
no.
You definitely do have to.
You have to do the work.
You have to do the work. Sometimes there has to be a confrontation, even if you don't want it to be. Like,
right.
That has to happen, because you don't just move on from everything. Like, you just can't. Like, that's just not it. No.
It's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen, or you're not gonna be over it.
No.
When you see that bitch walk into motherfucking bar, or that motherfucker walk into the
bar, like your boyfriend's side bitch seeing them. Oh my God. I used to be annoyed for like ever, like well into us being in different relationships. I'm like, this bitch.
Right. Like,
ugh.
Cause you're not over it.
Not over it. And it's just like like it's the trigger that you did not want to patch up. Like time does not heal all, because
not all the time.
You get that little poke.
Right, especially when it's things that you didn't do. Like, you know what I mean?
That's the part. Yeah. The pain that was inflicted on you. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get over that with time. It's very much always fuck you. And I don't know what can change that sometimes.
to be continued.
Okay, period. Because like it's like some shit is like once that compartment in your brain, once you had your enough is enough. You can't undo it. You got this compartment weird shit in your brain. Like, you don't get out of that. Like, that will never ever go away. It's always gonna stay there. You're always just gonna be weird as hell.
Yep. Like my dad.
I felt like you were gonna I felt like
that was coming. Did you feel that? Yeah. Like, once you and people say, like, so many people have different opinions in like comments about me no longer having a relationship with my dad. Like, oh, I hope you guys make up. Like, that is not healthy for me. I will never feel not anxious about him re-entering my life. Like, at the point of when I have my children, like, I'm not going to trust him around my kids, because he likes to expose and like run with crazy narratives, like, and sexualize children. Like, I mean, I wasn't a child when he sexualized me, but like, I'm his own child, his only child, and he sexualized me through the internet. Like, nope. So like that, time.
If you in a relationship with him, go have a relationship with him.
And then I can't come back here so I can say I told you so. Like most of the women in his life have.
Right, because he's had opportunities to amend the things that
and he
he's
doubles
done.
Down.
Period.
He has doubled down. Brittany's seen some of the text messages between my dad, and like, I get, like, for me, I'm so much of a person, like, I know what I did and I'm standing in that. Like, if I hurt, like, I also am never above apologizing. I never have any qualms about being wrong, but if I did something, I'm a grown-ass adult. I'm sure I know I did it on purpose, and I did do it on purpose, but it's like, he wants to, I told him, if you continue on this path, we're no longer a relationship. So he wants to half-ass, like, mention things to me or try to text me about things that I told him are off limits. We're no longer having these conversations. Like, my granny's 91 with Parkinson's and still alive, and we're both her caretaker. Like, our conversations will be about her and her own. Look, I'm co-parenting with my dad. Look at that.
No, that's right. Better than me.
It's tough. It is fucking tough.
You telling me, bitch.
Because I thought, I definitely at one point, my mom was like, just block him when he was texting me, talking shit to me, and just telling me, like, the devil has me, and just, I'm like, okay. Like, the crazier part is like that, like, my relationship with Christ couldn't be better. Like, I'm very devoted in this chapter of my life. Right. So it's just you talking shit, not knowing what's going on. Like, because you're on the outside.
Right. Why you worry about my relationship with Jesus and them?
That part.
Like, please, you do you, I'm do me, and we obviously have to do that separately because we can't. Right. We haven't navigated a way to do that together.
Yeah. Is that what co-parenting is like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really just me holding my tongue and not saying a lot of things because I don't want to argue.
That is me with my dad. Like, he sent me not that long ago a Christian podcast about maturity, and I was like, the fucking irony. And I didn't
I sent it back.
Copy paste. I didn't respond to it at all. Like I'm just like,
you really have to. Like literally, like we do not even speak to each other.
Not God giving me a practice run on co-parenting. This is not what I signed up. I did not wait 30 years to end up doing it in a co-parenting.
Literally. And then you just think like, what brought us here? Like why? What lesson is this? Like what
do I have to gain from this?
Out of this? Right. Because like, damn.
And you and I have the narrative like for almost anything is like this is happening to you or for you, not to you. Mm-hmm. Like when you have really shitty days, you're just like, guess that was supposed to happen.
Lord help us. I'm just going like literally.
I'm rolling with it.
Right.
I'm like today. At the end of the day has to end.
Because
so today will only be the bad day. Like especially the days I'm grieving or just like depression gets a hold of me. I'm like, this can only last for so long. This too shall pass.
Then I got these anxious ass dreams, fucking fighting for my life in my dreams. But whatever.
Have you ever had like sleep paralysis or like the pumpkin on your back or the devil on your back? It's called so many different things where you wake up but your body doesn't wake up.
I have not had that. I've done it before. Like they say, like if you count backwards to a certain number, and then like you can get yourself out of your body. I've tried to do that before. I've done that once, but a lot of times, like I have these dreams where like I wake up in the dream and like I'm like in my regular like where I'm supposed to wake up at, and like the dream never ends, and like it's like an anxious like
just a cycle.
Yes,
cycling out
and
dream.
I can't get myself out. Like usually I'll know like when I'm dreaming. Like I can feel when I'm dreaming, and I can be like, wake up, wait. Like if it's a bad dream, which I usually always have fucking bad dreams. Like,
my dreams are always
they're
bad.
Just anxiety ridden. Like it's just a lot of like angst,
nightmares
and it's, like, a
out
lot
here.
Of things going on. Like it's like I go to sleep and I go somewhere else, and I never sleep. I'm just not here. Which fucking sucks, but like that happens all the time.
Yeah, when I go to bed with anxiety, I do wake up with the pumpkin on my back, sleep paralysis, and it is horrible to be stuck in your own body. And like I already had an anxious day. Now my sleep is fucked up because if I truly wake up, I don't want to go back to sleep because I'm scared I'm gonna have sleep paralysis. Like
the girl, I'm turning on that Netflix, The Girlfriend, so fucking fast. Lord.
Yeah,
Lynn,
I'm up. I'm up staring,
somebody
though.
do something because, like, I cannot think about that again.
I'm up staring. Like, I've also, like, there have been times with me drinking, I've gone to bed, like, lit, and I wake up and have a full-blown anxiety attack, and I'm still drunk having that anxiety attack, and I'm like, this was not worth these drinks. This quality time with my friends was not worth it because I'm hyper fucking ventilating in my bed. Like, last time that happened was around the time of my uncle's funeral, and I drank with some of my cousins. Actually, I drank with Kara's boyfriend Sean. I got fucked up, and I woke up and just like just the day was exhausting. We did my uncle's funeral. The after was held at my house. Like there was so many people there. Like one of my cousins was embarrassing as fuck. She cut the line for food and announced, I got to eat first because I got to turn myself into jail. And she wasn't playing. She left our house and turned herself into jail. And, like, it was just embarrassing. So it was, like, my uncle's former coworker, just so many families. Right. It was a lot.
Like,
but
girl, calm down.
Got drunk, fell asleep, woke up in a full-blown anxiety, like, hyperventilating, texting both my parents because at that time I was, had a relationship with my dad. And, like, his response was, there are people in Ukraine that are dying. And my mom's response was sending me links to, like, meditation and just like sleep meditation, and I'm like, this is the difference between me and my dad's peer-to-peer relationship and my mother's parenting. Like because when you're in that state of hyperventilation, like I don't care like, what's happening.
No, right. Okay, great. But like I'm here right now dying
and unwell,
fighting for my life.
And I'm in this safe room in my bed like that. I know I'm safe, and my anxiety is not, my brain and anxiety are not.
Right, because this isn't that right now.
It's not
I can think about
right
that after this, but like right now, this is all that I can focus on. Thank you so much. And I hate that for me right now.
Yeah.
Because like, I do know that people are dying.
Yeah, everywhere. They're never not. Like, free Palestine.
Right. Period.
Like, but like that doesn't help me in a state of hyperventilation.
No.
Especially a drunk state of hyperventilation. Like it's just.
I know when if I do something wrong and I can recall the thing that I did in the morning. Before I even wake up.
Yeah, like freshly.
I didn't want to open my eyes.
Yeah, just want to stay in that state.
I don't want to open my eyes because I know this fucking sucks and I have to, like, especially when I lose my phone, like, oh my God. When you lost your keys and your phone in your life, like, it's like, I don't want to wake up.
Remember that time we were like, digging through the grass and your neighbor just popped up like, hey, I have your keys. Like, we searched high and low. I feel like he took your keys.
I think he did too. He said he picked them up, but we
were also not by his house. We were very much in front of your house.
We were, but his mom lives next door to my house, and he was parked.
That's true.
There.
Yeah, he was.
So like, I think maybe like I may have like, let me. But like, you could walk to my house as close as you live. Why would you wait until 10 p.m. to bring me my keys?
Yeah. That was like a bad anxiety day for you because you were just so flustered, and we were going through such a season of hardship. Like,
and I had just got, because I needed a new car key, and I just spent like $290 on a new car key, and then I lose my keys, like,
because those were on the time I had 2 flat tires in the same like 24-hour, 48 hours.
I just can't.
We were like car maintenance. Car maintenance is something I won't ever heal from.
Brother, oh my God, no. I feel like it's like a long line through like the women in my family that car issues have been a thing, and it just went to me.
Like trauma. Generational
my grandma
curses.
Never had a car.
That's the way to go.
My great grandma, I don't think she ever drove because she had a man. Like, what did she need a car for?
That's what I want my life to be. Or to like, I think one of the times I was having like a real just breakdown with like car maintenance and trying to figure it out myself, and like going into, it was like post me and my dad's fallout, like going into car shops or like dealing with mechanics, and they were giving me such runaround, like just like trying to flirt or just couldn't give a fuck to help me or were rude to me, like just like breaking the fuck down. And I remember thinking like, I will never buy a car again until I get a husband and he can help me with my car. Like, I was boo-hooing on the porch just waiting for another car shop to call me back, like,
or a man mechanic, because like, where's my husband mechanic at? Like, where's the husbands that
I don't want
everything?
A mechanic. I feel like they all smell like motor oil, and I don't like that smell, and I don't want dirty hands.
Right. It's a weird
you
weird
know that
smell.
Right. Oh, I hate that. I hate that smell. I love the smell of gasoline.
I love a man that can do everything. Like, I love a man that knows his way around things. Like,
jack of all trades, master none, but the jack of all trades is better than none.
My mom never has to go get an oil change. My dad just goes out there and changes the fucking oil. Wow. Yeah. Like, wow. So crazy.
I couldn't imagine knowing how to do that. I should YouTube it.
I don't want to know how to do that. I think it's like, realistically, I think you just like
twist a turn
and then let it out.
I think you just like put a bowl under and you just like you pull a thing and it comes out, and then you put new in, and then you let it run for a minute.
I think so, but I don't want to know.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to know. My dad tried to teach me how to change tire. Why do I need to know that?
Is there anything in motherhood you had to like really heal from? So I feel like so many people don't talk about like even healthy relationships, marriage, etc. Like, motherhood really takes it out of you and is such a twist and turn.
Right. I think that motherhood is just a learning experience for me. I think that my mom raising me, like, she was very, very anxious, and like she yelled a lot and stuff like that, and she didn't like, she never really apologized. She just kind of got over it. Yeah. And like, that's something that I had to learn for myself, like learn how to do myself. Yeah. Not like over exaggerate, not like be the first, like yell first, like, and talk later, not have, and like give him grace that he can like be upset at me for like the things that I'm doing. Because
you weren't a lot of emotions.
No, there was not a lot of love emotions. There was I love yous, but there was never like.
I think your household, because there were so many big emotions between your parents, you didn't have. There wasn't space for your emotions, and mine was just like, my household was so hell bent on success and what perfection looked like, that it was like, I don't have you don't get to have these feelings because we don't have time for these feelings. Like, we're achieving more, we're moving forward, like, and I think that definitely like plays a part into who we are now. Like, that's one of the things about love languages. They typically stem from what you needed the most as a child, and I fucking needed quality time. I just needed a minute just to have one-on-one, like, I'm with you. We don't have to do anything. We don't have to report. It doesn't have to be so formal. Like,
no, right. Yeah. My dad gave a lot of quality time, like, when we were together anyways. Like, watching movies together.
100%.
Like,
he played with us a lot. Yeah.
Like, he was taking me through the hood. I was sitting in the passenger seat all the way to the trunk. Yeah. And like he did, like that's one thing that he did. So it was like, you know, I've never felt like, oh my God,
a lack of the quality time.
Right, but I always had to be like a third parent. So like I'm always like have that leadership role. So like that was always like I want to do some shit by myself. Like,
right.
I don't want to have to take care of these kids. I don't want to have to. I don't want to help them. Like I do, but I don't. Like you know what I mean. Like I want to be able to go do what I want to do or like do shit like that instead of figuring it out. Like you know what I mean.
The sacrifice. I don't think that's talked about either. Is like the sacrifice of being the older sibling. Like
ever.
Me and my mom just had that conversation, just like how much we both sacrifice for each other's success, and it's like, you know, I love her and I'm grateful, but like as a kid, I should not have had to sacrifice so much for her to be successful. Like we're just to fit into the life she was trying to paint for herself. Because it's like I didn't have to be born. I'm just born into this, and now I have to play multiple roles and like wear these different hats and, you know, adapt to these different chapters.
Because the only time you're yourself is in school. Like, you know what I mean?
100%.
You get out of school, you're fucking with your brothers. Like, doing
you have Chinese, you have this sport, you have this sport, you have this sport. Now you have to do homework, and after homework, you have to then we do dinner, and it's then okay. Now it's time to wash up and go to bed. Like there was no like it was a constant regimen, constant routine. And even if there wasn't something scheduled, then my mom would make it a habit for the four of us to do something together. I think she was intentional, and I know it was not personal and it wasn't intentional to me, but she was intentional about giving Cam one-on-one time. But I think it was because he's the middle child and the first boy, and he was and is more of an emotional person than me, so yeah, I miss that. That's probably why I couldn't give a fuck about gifts too, because I was gifted. The gifts came, like Christmas was sick, birthday parties were sick, and my birthday's 6 days before Christmas. Like I was flash flooded with shit, and I'm like, does anyone just want to sit and color with me? Like, that's all I wanted to do. Like,
not getting the things that you actually want. I feel like when you are the independent one, like you're missed a lot. Because you don't need those. Like they feel like you're okay.
You got this.
Right. You're doing this
good.
yourself.
I don't have to worry about you.
Right. That's what my parents say all the time. Like, I never have to worry about you. And it's like, well, you should, because I'm fighting for my fucking life.
I think it's now like, and our siblings still do take up a lot of that space of the concern. But it's so funny now because it's like, oof.
If you only knew,
if you saw my Finsta, you might be concerned.
Right. No,
I mean, but
literally.
too, again, like, I think it's because we're so used to that, like, opposite of codependence. We're so painfully independent with helping ourselves. It's like
right in survival mode for so long. It's like, okay, we're here.
Yeah,
we're making it. We're doing it.
Yeah.
It's like,
do you think you're healing from survival mode, or just having to help yourself survive?
I think I'm trying to. I feel like I'm still in that mode of survival. Just being a single mom and just working and trying to wear so many hats and stuff like that, and still make time for myself. I find it hard all the time. Like all the time.
Yeah,
like,
that cushion.
I never can. Right. I don't feel like I have a balance because I'm trying to do so much, and like there's always something
to be
around
doing.
The fucking corner, like creeping back up. Like okay, here's this next. Like you know what I mean? Something that's
on the defense.
Bitch, I'm a ninja in this hoe. No, literally, Kung Fu Panda. I am fighting. But you know, it's something that takes time. It's something that you really do have to work on, and it's something that you can't ignore. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, don't ignore, like ignoring what you know you need to heal from will only make it worse. I feel like it's like a gnat. Like you just are gonna keep buzzing it and like fluffing it away until it fucking lands on your face. Like it's not gonna heal itself. It's not gonna go away. Like and healing is fucking hard. Healing sucks. The journey to healing and to being healed is hard.
Especially when you have so much to heal from, or so
the
many
longer
things.
you take to start, the worse it'll be. Jumpstart it now.
No, start it as soon as you can, because Lord have mercy. That's when I was talking about when I first started therapy, bitch. I was in that bitch boo-hoo crying. I could not stop crying. Every time she see me, she's like, this motherfucking crying ass bitch. Like, oh my God. Like, are you done? I just talked to my brother nature. which I don't have a relationship, like, really. I really just met him, like,
right,
last year. And I was talking to him today. Like, I reached out to him because I'm like, I just started thinking about him. I'm like, maybe I should talk to him.
Yeah.
Like, anytime I do talk to him, I'm drinking and, like, I'm crying.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's like, I really, really want to meet you. And I'm like, I want to meet you too. I'm like, I swear to God, I don't just cry all the time.
She's a good time. I can confirm.
I swear I don't cry all the time, but, like, if I'm in a
there's
like
those people that bring that out of you.
Yeah, and I feel very vulnerable with that side of my family, or, like, not vulnerable, but, like,
open. But into it's you didn't have to be tough with them.
Scarred a little bit.
Yeah,
healing,
you didn't
that's
have to
definitely
be
something that I'm healing from. I didn't know anything about them, so it was like, you know, it's different. It's something that's very, very different for me.
And it's not something you grew up being guarded on. Like, that's hard to, like, be emotionally prepped to, like, don't show emotion, handle this yourself when it's something huge and brand new, knowing you have a million other siblings.
Right, because I kind of threw that in the back. Like, that was in a back closet somewhere, like, collecting dust, those feelings. And, like, you know what I mean? And now that I'm, like, just so, like, around them, talking to them, like, you know what I mean? It brings out different emotions that I suppressed already.
I see them, shucking them in the bin.
I shut them out away, and now they're just crawling out like fucking zombies. So,
the things that come creeping and crawling out from your, like, I'm trying not to heal from you closet is sick.
I want to lock that one up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard.
That's like hard. We said, like, and I mean, do as we say, not as we do.
Period.
Like,
because, listen, I'm just here. I'm just a vessel.
That's the truth. We try. We try. I've emailed so many new therapists, and all of them are like, oh, don't take your insurance. Oh, my copay is, and I'm like, I don't have a copay. Oh, for me, you do. It's $500. Oh, my hours are 11 to 2. Like, bitch, I am a full-time employee. 11 to 2 doesn't work for me. I'm not gonna take a fucking half-day sick day to come talk to you. Like, no.
Like, I gotta take a PTO
every time.
It gotta be once a month because, bitch, I don't have enough time.
Yeah, surely don't. Yeah, no.
Yeah, my therapist was just like, what do you got to talk about? Oh, nothing? Okay, we'll talk next week. Bitch, you don't even give me time.
Mine would try to really, like, she picked at things she thought we should be talking about. And I was like, some of them were, like, such false narratives. Like, you're really hurt. And I'm like, I'm great at identifying my feelings because they're ever evolving. I'm not hurt. I'm disgusted.
Right.
Or, like, I'm scared. Genuinely, I'm scared, or I feel unprotected.
Right.
I'm not hurt. And some things I'm hurt. But you can't run with it. Like, I'm not going to sit here and let you, like, we'll spend our session debating because it's not in this present moment how I feel.
Right.
Like, I get feelings have an underlying emotion, but mine is rarely hurt. It's like distaste, scared, anxious always, like, or just confused. Like, I'm rarely hurt. Like, I honor people do things to benefit themselves. Like, I do things to benefit myself with no regard to other people regularly. I'm putting myself first, and I think everybody should be selfish to put themselves first. Like, I don't. Why did you hurt me?
Right.
Like, it's not me. I don't live in that space.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get over it myself, kind of girl.
Yeah. It just feels better to not dwell in it. And not dwell in it as in ignoring it, but just to move on.
Bitch, because that victim role is annoying as hell.
Oh my God. Girls, people, not even just women.
Right. No, people, because men, but people, because women do, people do it. And
I'm just not that personality type. That weakness is just not for me because, bitch, stick along long enough, we will be re-traumatized or traumatized by something new. Like, you don't have to dwell on that.
No.
New shit will come up and punch us in the face.
Yeah. What was me is never me.
Yeah. And the misery needs company mindset. Like,
my misery.
You
got to
heal
company.
from that. My misery's trying to act like it's not here. My misery's trying to just, like, quality time memory through it. Like,
yeah, my misery never needs a partner, never needs company. That's why it's so hard for me to, like, when I get angry, to, like, call people and tell people about it. Because, like, bitch, like, you got to be right there with it, like, because, like, then I'm over it, I'm done with it.
And you
like,
do all and bring it back
about
up.
it, like, right, I'll talk about it, never in the same manner
at all
that was
because I've evolved from that initial impact.
Right, I got it out,
and I kept it pushing.
And here we are.
That's it. I know we've talked about this so many times in season 1 of the podcast, but I'm all like, I could be going through some shit and I will forever, like, I am somebody who processes it. I will process, like, I instinctually feel a feeling and move forward from that. Like, and then when the next feeling comes, I meet it. Like, I'm not someone, do not be attached to, I might be angry for 15 minutes and then in the next 15 I might be hurt, and the next 15 I might be sad. And if you're back at step 1, I do not want to, like, I don't want you to be included because I don't feel like filling you in. Like, you need to ride with me through my emotions, or it just not. And I know that's not for everybody. It's just like, I know there are girlfriends that don't want to hear about what their boyfriends are putting them through because they're like, girl, I can't forgive him. Like, I'll have forgotten. I'm not attached to you guys' issues or conflict. Like, I'm rolling. I'm evolving. Keeping it pushing.
Yeah. It's never a good idea.
No.
Yeah.
I think, too, that can be, like, super triggering and hard to heal if you share with people that re-trigger you or just don't evolve with you. Like, you can't heal if someone's like, well, he did do that to you. Duh.
Right. That's why I try my best not to involve so many people in, like, the very fucked up shit. Like, if I know that you're not going to get over this shit, I'm probably not going to tell you. Because, like,
and you're probably outer circle anyways.
Right. What do we need to go through that for? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
it's not worth it.
Right.
Like, it's just now, like, not even just, like, in sexual relationships or intimate relationships, but, like, friend to friend. Like, I've moved the fuck on so many times from that. Like, you're caught up on some shit. Now I'm looking at you funny. Now you seem weird to me because I don't feel that way. And you're trying to bring it back up.
Some people just don't forget things. And I feel like it's just a self-reflection on the things that they can't move on from in their own relationships and their own. That's fine, but I'm not gonna meet you there. We don't have to do that. Like, you know what I mean? I'm never a person that's going to tell somebody that if I know that they're going to throw things in my face or, like, you know what? Yeah. We're going to redirect that, and we're not going to talk about it anymore.
Not there with you.
We're not there with you
anymore. Are there things you have or, like, that you can share with the people that help you heal or that have helped you heal?
Things that have helped me heal.
Healthy things that have helped you heal. Lord knows we've seen the end of so many bottles.
No,
that's not it. That does not help. Trust us. Having anxiety plus, like, going through some shit is just
even worse.
It's ass-a-fucking-9.
It's even worse.
It's asinine.
Things that help me heal is writing them down. I have so many letters that I've written to people that would never see a stamp. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're addressed to people, like dear people. They're not for them to have. They're never directed to those people. In those letters, it's really me talking to myself and, like, trying to work through my feelings and work through how I'm feeling and stuff like that. Yeah. So I think that helps me a lot. Where these letters are, I have no fucking idea what book they are. I have so many notebooks that I'm just like,
journaled out.
New book, 4 pages in. Got a new one.
Somebody's going to find them one day. I promise I'll try to burn them.
I swear. Oh, thank you. Because, Lord, I don't want anybody to have them. Even there's letters to Izzy, which I would maybe like him to have them, but, like, maybe not.
At some point in time, yeah.
Right, maybe, but maybe not. Like, depending on one day. If he's still this Virgo man, I never want him to have them.
He's just going to be like, okay.
Cool.
Good Lord, I'm surrounded by Virgos, so I'm so well versed in them.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Cool, yeah. And then on to the next.
Fully, like, that was for you to have. Well, what can you do?
No, literally.
That is it.
Right. Yeah. That is one of my, like,
your go-to
of my things. Yeah, that I like to do.
Mine is always reading or, like, audiobooks. Like, I feel so... Like, I always feel jump-started on my journey to healing when I know I'm not the only one that's been through that shit or, like, going through that shit. Or just somebody has, like, sound advice that walked parallel in my shoes. Because one of my biggest pet peeves is unsolicited advice or feedback or criticism. Like, I can't stand it. So I'm like, okay, I can listen, I can read this and know, like, they know what they're talking about. And two, it's just a good distraction. Like, it's a healthy distraction of, like, okay, I'm learning something and I'm healing at the same time. And those are, like, you know, connected. And by the end of this book, I'll at least gain something to help me move forward and help me heal, or at least learn from somebody else's mistakes on how not to heal or what didn't work for them, or how to overcome or not.
Right.
I love books. I DM me if you need a book for a situation. I love reading. I usually read at least one book a month, if not more. Like, I got them books. I got them. Keep them things on me to get the fuck through what I'm going through. Like, and I'll pray. Like, the other day I was so fucking anxious, and I was just like, this is for God to have. This is not for me. And I literally said, God, this anxiety is for you. Like, I'm not going to, like, dwell on the scenarios that I was creating in my head that were, like, that my anxiety was eating me up about. And I just sent it right up and kept it pushing. I was like, wow, that feels so much better than just sitting with my thoughts and dwelling and, like, this is going to happen and this person's going to say this and this person's going to come back with this and these outcomes aren't going to be what you wanted. And
my anxiety runs at 150 miles an hour.
Mine is either like it's either completely gone, like I forget I have anxiety, or it's like, bitch, surprise, shawty.
It's like a mad thoughts all at one time. Just like 5 people in one room just going.
Screaming.
Yeah.
Mine are like 3 people behind me whispering, like, this is not enough, you're not gonna be okay, you're not safe, this is not gonna be okay, this is not gonna be okay, you're not safe, you're not protected, you should be scared, this is not okay.
Right. Just 1,000 things.
Panic.
Like, please stop. I just want my break. That's why meditation definitely does help. Like 30 minutes a day, baby. I swear, it
at
will
least
make
15% happier.
Yeah.
15% more sound.
Yeah, it will really make you feel just a little bit better because, Lord, like, with your brain being empty for those minutes, like, it changes. It changes a lot. You open, like, different. You open a little 100%. More clear-minded. You can, like,
at least slowing yourself down. Slowing yourself down in so many different ways, like not even in an anxious state, or if you're healing, just slow yourself down to, like, just to evaluate what your feelings really are. Like that is a game changer. Like, oh shit, I'm not on autopilot. I'm actually not as upset as I thought I was, or like I'm not dwelling on it.
Right, because all those thoughts that been eating your ass up for 2 days, like they stopped.
They were gone.
They will stop. Like it'll stop. Just let it stop.
That is the takeaway. It will stop.
It will. Just let it. Like, you have to do the work. You have to do something. Like, you can't just, because you're just...
Synopsis. Time does not heal all if you don't start to heal it. Like, you got to take the initiative, because something will just re-trigger you. It'll come back. It'll remind you, or it'll manifest in different ways. Like you said, you took the initiative to be a different parent than the parent the parent examples you had, and, like...
Yeah, because you just don't know. You don't know what you don't know. And parenting is literally just like
that.
You jumping on a boat that you never driven before. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's different things that come up. Like, you never know what's going to come up. You never know what's going to happen. One time Izzy got a fucking bit by a spider. His eye, he couldn't even open his eye. Like, you don't know the things like that, just like, shit that's just gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and you just have to evolve from them. You have to stop,
drop and roll.
No, literally, because what
to paraphrase parenting, stop, drop and roll, people.
Yes, baby, and then get up and figure it out, because that little
don't stop there.
Right, that little snack muncher needs you.
That's definitely like a good takeaway too. Do not stop in the unhealed or the hurt or the upset, and don't don't go back to what hurt you. Don't.
Yeah.
That's not even an option.
Right?
Yeah,
not everybody needs all of your
that
chances.
Isn't the lane I'm in. It's just like trying to be like friendly. Yeah.
Not to everybody.
I'm not even a friendly person. Like,
right.
I'm very, like, people think I'm bitchy. I'm just kind of shy and, like, weird. So I don't really, like, I'm not, I'm outgoing if you know me. But if you don't know me, I'm not that outgoing. That's why I don't do new friends. Like, it's not because I'm bitchy or exclusive. Like, I'm just fucking weird and I'm loud and rude. Like, it takes me a minute to, like, for you to get me. So
right.
I'm just reserved that way.
Yeah.
And then when I like you, I'm like fucking Darwin from the what is it? The Thornberrys?
Yes.
I actually look like him.
Bitch, please.
Heal on, people.
I'm crying. Yes, heal on. Take a second. 1, 2, 3. Take a breath.
Like the Kardashians said, deal, feel, heal. Mm-hmm. Deal with it, feel it, and then heal it.
Period. Put your feet in some grass. Get
Go
them
grounding.
Elements, baby.
Get them elements and favorite. Just like...
Get them elements. If it's raining, let it be a summer rain.
Get a therapist. Ugh, I loved when I had a therapist and was really trying to heal. Like, I healed from so much more shit than I anticipated healing from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't know what you're walking into when you go in the doors.
You can't even walk in there with like hopes of what you will and won't talk about, because they will talk about what you don't want to talk about. No, more.
Literally, you couldn't even walk in my therapist's office with shoes on. You kick them hoes off.
Yeah.
Yes. Which is probably why I was so fucking vulnerable, because I didn't have fucking shoes on.
Bitch got me grounding.
It's gonna be crying with no shoes. It's just my socks and me and a tissue.
Mine was not the most comfortable couch, so I was in there just like...
Oh, it was
I tried like to put this fake formal...
Right.
Yeah, it had been used. Like, they had been used. And I was like, I'm going to be formal.
No, literally, like baby ugly cries.
Yeah. So journal, read.
Elements.
Just get in the elements and just deal, feel, heal.
Mm-hmm.
Deal, feel, heal. Yeah.
That's all you can do.
Mm-hmm. Well, we hope you guys heal.
Mm-hmm.
If you want anything, we're here for you. We're here to talk. Hit our DMs.
Right. We got a couple links for y'all.
We do. And until next time,
this is
an A&B Conversation.